Hello everyone, my name is Katie Hopkins. I am a senior marketing major here at Kennesaw State University. For my current event assignment, I picked the TV industry as one of my top choices because I love to watch TV and I think that there's a lot to unpack when it comes to how much the industry has grown, especially in recent years. I received the topic of inclusiveness in the TV industry, which is an important topic that is very relevant in the industry today. We will discuss the ways in which we can be better and improve on diversity and inclusiveness in the TV industry, and the ways in which we are already succeeding. The issue I plan to discuss today is that of the lack of inclusion in the TV industry still to this day. Dictionary.com defines inclusivity as the fact or policy of not excluding members or participants on the grounds of gender, race, class, sexuality, disability, and more. Although there have been great strides in the television industry to combat the lack of diversity that has always existed, many problems remain relating to diversity. First, many leaders of the TV industry are not diverse. This oftentimes leads to its own problems in that the leaders of the TV projects, including producers, writers, and directors, oversee the story being told and the actors and actresses who will be cast in a TV show. If there is little to no diversity among these leaders, there's a good chance that the story will not be authentic and relatable to a diverse audience, and a strong possibility that there will be scarce representation on screen and off screen with the cast and crew. A study conducted by McKinsey & Company on the lack of inclusion in the TV industry today demonstrates the likelihood of having a Black director if there are one or more Black producers, the likelihood of having a Black writer if there are one or more Black producers, and the likelihood of having a Black writer if one or more directors are Black. For each of the surveys conducted, there was a drastic increase when there is some inclusion amongst leaders. The unfortunate reality of what comes from not having a diverse crew is that the stories being conveyed most likely will not be authentic and will lead to little success for the television show. It is important to the entertainment industry that inclusion cover not just the cast, but the crew and the leaders as well, so that children and adults who watch TV can see themselves represented on their screen.
We will investigate the 4 C's of entertainment marketing, which include content, conduit, consumption, and convergence, to get a better idea of the ways in which inclusiveness in the TV industry can be improved, and to see what needs to be done in the industry. Looking at these categories helps us to understand the ways in which the TV industry can work to improve their marketing efforts and to ensure that they are marketing to a wide audience that will make mostly everyone feel included.
The first component of entertainment marketing is content, and it is defined by Dictionary.com as substantive information or creative material viewed in contrast to its actual or potential manner of presentation. The content behind much of the TV industry is still lacking in diversity, and many viewers have become fed up with what little inclusion they see on screen and hear about behind the scenes. The TV content that is still lacking diversity stretches across all genres, including popular teen shows, to soap operas, to documentaries, and so many more. However, according to a BBC article, author Kovi Bayakalo believes that reality shows are not doing enough to diversify their cast. She claims that reality shows thrive on drama and conflict as an entertainment form, which sometimes involves taking advantage of bias and stereotypes. Bayakalo even goes on to state that any attempt to prioritize equity is not just a matter of diversifying its representation. Change is needed behind the scenes and even to the entire model itself. The content involved with not just reality shows, but all different forms of TV shows must be improved so that the marketing of this content will encourage viewers of all different backgrounds to tune in and potentially become invested in a show that they feel they can relate to. The next component of entertainment marketing, conduit, that we will discuss is defined as any means of transmission or conveyance as of information by Dictionary.com. The way in which content is conveyed to audiences through a conduit can be greatly affected by the different people and unique backgrounds that exist on a set for any type of TV show. TV shows differ from movies in the entertainment industry because they have a lot more runtime than movies, so TV shows can tell powerful stories in detail for audiences of all backgrounds to enjoy. Some TV shows are already doing a great job of promoting inclusivity on their show by telling interesting stories with diverse casts and crews. For example, the show Diary of a Future President on Disney Plus tells the story of a 12-year-old Cuban-American girl balancing new dynamics at home alongside middle school desires to lead, belong, and connect, as told by a Chicago Tribune article discussing diverse shows that everyone should watch. Another example includes the show Steven Universe, which the Chicago Tribune says is a show that has taken its own path into becoming a beautiful exploration of chosen family, healthy communication, love, consent, and gender nonconforming magic in the animation space for all ages. Although many shows are doing a great job of becoming more inclusive of their stories, casts, and crew members, it is essential that these stories promoting diversity continue to be made so that the TV industry can connect with as wide an audience as possible.
Third on the list of the 4 C's of entertainment marketing is the act of consuming, as by use, decay, or destruction, according to Dictionary.com, but it is otherwise known as consumption. Consumption plays an important role in the marketing of TV shows in the television industry today, because if a child or an adult sees representation on their screen, it means they will most likely want to look into the show because they feel they can relate to a character. Since streaming platforms have become so popular in the world today, it is essential that they promote diverse TV shows for their massive audiences. According to an MUO article, Netflix films feature girls and women of color in 19% of all leading and co-leading roles. Only 5.3% of the stories featured leads or co-leads with a disability, and more facts that are a clear letdown to the diverse audiences looking to watch a Netflix show. Although Netflix and other streaming services have improved on their diversity in TV shows, there is still a lot of work to be done to see that every person feels represented on their screen. It is necessary not just for streaming, but for regular cable TV shows to continue to push for inclusive TV shows. Finally, convergence is the 4th C of the entertainment marketing components, and it is defined by Dictionary.com as to tend to a common result, conclusion, and so on. As the TV industry has grown in popularity, the possibility of more shows and ideas has become endless, but so have the choices and issues that are being addressed in today's TV world relating to a lack of inclusion in the TV industry. There have been negative issues that have been brought to the attention of the world, such as predominantly diverse films, whether it be cast or stories or crew members, are typically very underfunded. However, there have been some positive results from the voices of diverse fans being heard. For example, the convergence of the television industry has shown inclusion with shows like Squid Game, a South Korean series on Netflix, Money Heist, a Spanish drama on Netflix, Dark, a German series that has multiple seasons on Netflix, and so many more that have gained massive popularity in the United States and all over the world. These series show that convergence of the TV industry has brought about some positive conclusions, but that there are also some questions and concerns that need to be addressed. Overall, the TV industry has come a long way in its inclusivity on-screen and off-screen. While there is still some work to be done, it is important to note that the television industry has made progress over the years it has been around and will continue to improve in the future. Inclusivity is so important to the TV industry and the entertainment industry because it allows for everyone to feel represented on screen and to connect with a character or a story and feel seen and heard. The 4 C's discussed in this presentation, which include content, conduit, consumption, and convergence, help us to understand the ways in which marketing efforts can be improved to promote and foster inclusion in the TV industry and to keep moving forward with the fight for diversity on all TV shows. My prediction for inclusion in the TV industry is that it will only continue to become more and more prevalent, and the industry will continue to grow in diversity. The industry has already come so far with streaming services leading the way in the continuation of a more diverse and inclusive TV community.
Inclusiveness in the industry will continue to grow all over the world until there is a day where all feel represented on screen and everyone involved in the project is diverse and inclusive. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed, and my wish is that everyone who watches feels that they learned something new regarding inclusivity in the entertainment industry. My question for all of you is somewhat of a double question, but I am interested to know if there was any information about inclusiveness in the TV industry that surprised you from this presentation, and can you name a TV show that you enjoy that has an inclusive cast, crew, or story?